What is up? What is up? What is up? YT. Yes, I am taking my hair down. This is my second attempt of doing this live. I'm glad that I noticed that my volume wasn't working. So yeah, we're a hot mess today, y'all. It's time for me to take these braids down, as you can see. And I was like, why not jump on the good old YT on my Chanel, okay? On the Chanel. And Jesse Wu say I'm still in it. Yeah, I am. Jesse Wu, I'm borrowing it, okay? Yeah. Borrowing. I'm like, let me get on here, and as I'm taking my hair down, let's talk about some things. And one of the things I want to talk about was Livy Poo. Good old Liverpool, good, aka Egg, aka Olivia, aka Olivia Johnson, aka Olivia Nicole, aka Nicole Johnson, or aka Callie, all that. Okay. The first thing I would like to say about Miss Liv, it trips me out how she always talk about how Texas is so boring to her and how there's not a lot of things that's going on in Texas, especially in her area, which is so false and so not true and so misleading and just everything. Because, child, you are the only person, since we speaking about her, on Obama's internet that has ever came to Texas, especially in the area that she lives in. And I'm not gonna dox her. I ain't gonna say what area it is. If you don't know, just go to her page, child. She dox herself every time she do get out of the apartment. Okay. She dox herself every single time. But anyway, child, there is so much to do, so much nightlife, so many places to go to meet people. It is a variety of things. Even by her having children. I have friends. Hold on. Mm. Y'all were my sisters. Because what we do, we ain't sponsoring nobody that ain't sponsoring yet, okay? Let me take that rep off this. We don't give out free promo like that. No, we don't. No, you won't. But anyway, um, is plenty of places that even she can go. She can find places to go, like on. There's groups on YouTube where there's, like single mom of two, single mom of now she's about to be three, or single mom of six. So when she do have the well three, where there's these groups and they get together and they go to parks and they do things together. They just, and it's not always something that you have to pay for things to attend. And you can attend when you want to attend. So there's things that she could do. There's so many concerts that come through here that is crazy, especially in her part of town. As a matter of fact, not too far away from her, since she like R&B, you just had Raheem Devon and Floor Tree. Floor Tree. The You Give Me Butterflies, Michael Jackson. Yeah, Floor Tree just came through. You're gonna have Chris Brown and Usher coming through. Let's see. Now it's gonna be at the AT&T Stadium. So where's she at? Probably about a good 15-minute drive. 15-minute, yeah, probably a good 15-minute drive. The way she be driving old fast, child. A good 15-minute drive. So it's so much. It's the park that's on top of a freeway downtown Dallas that on like different days they have like free stuff. And I believe like on Friday, since today is Friday, they may have like a movie night and stuff, and you can like take like picnic a blanket and sit on top of it, and sit on top of your blanket and enjoy the view. They have food trucks there. They have so much things there. And when this is off, those one of the places I will be taking y'all. It was actually one of the places me and my friends that I already had planned on going to once the weather had got a little cool. But y'all know I had this happen right in November. So yeah, that's when I start getting sick at the end of November. And that was one of those places that we were gonna take, I was gonna vlog at. So there is so many places for Liv to go. There's so many clubs. She's in the smack of everything. So she can actually go to clubs in Dallas, in Arlington, right where she's at, or even in Fort Worth. Like there is so many places to for her to go. For her to go. And personally, I'm just gonna say how I feel is my opinion, and it is what it is. You don't have to agree with me. We can all agree to disagree. But I feel like the only reason why she wants to leave Texas and she downplay Texas so much is because she can't fathom the fact that she's in the same state with Gerard and she ain't getting him back. She feels that if she leaves, that she don't have to be faced with seeing Gerard, hearing about Gerard, especially when the children come over. Like I'm sure they, especially Robin. I'm sure Robin tells her mom a lot. She's the oldest. Of course, you're gonna have that bond. But kids are kids. And some things just gonna fly out their mouth. Like, why this that we don't do that. We this how we do this. You know, things come out of their mouth and she gets to see and hear, well, she gets to hear things that's going on the back end, hence why the children didn't even know about Gerard and Tanisha, my bad. And Tanisha, her beautiful self, was married. If y'all recall, there was she was on live and the Web 3 was at her house and people was in live comments, live comments saying that Gerard got married. Gerard got married. Gerard got married. And she, was like, whatever, she married. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. And she asked the children. Christian didn't say anything. Beautiful Orion didn't say anything either, but Robin was like married and kind of looked like, huh? Married? Hence the reason that right there lets me know that Gerard and Tanisha, which everybody know, Gerard and Tanisha ain't no fool. Of course, they know that the kids go back and say stuff, but they say good things as well without them knowing that the good things that they say will hurt their mama. Like food that they eat. Like you can always tell, like when she's in the kitchen cooking, the kids sometimes be telling her, especially Robin, be telling her sometimes how to do things. Or when she was making the pancakes one time, I think it was Robin and Kristen was like, they don't look like, they don't look right. Like they be telling her how things are and guiding her, and she knows that guidance that they get comes from living in Gerard and Tanisha house. She is so upset with Gerard. She is so upset with Gerard that she cannot allow that hate and that anger to go, so she could just go ahead and be a mother again to her children. And what I mean by again is because right now you ain't being a mother, baby. You just somebody that pushed them out. There is not an ounce of mother in you to those Web3. Like I said, it's my page, it's my opinion. But there's not an ounce of mother in you. Go ahead and give that title to Antonisha right now. You're the biological mother. Yes, no one could ever take that away from her. Ever take that away from her. Those children are growing at a rapid rate, and they're growing gracefully, and half of that has to do with, well, some of that, as far as their looks go, half of that part has to do with their brain, their mind, all Antonisha and Gerard. Now, with the type of family that Antonisha has, of course they gonna look if you book. You've been talking noise, baby. And here in D, okay, here in the good old big state of Texas, we don't play that. We don't play threats. We don't. So it was surprising to me. Some people don't believe the story that Antonisha's sister ran up on her at the mall with the kids. I believe it because we don't play that. But I believe that the only reason why she didn't look if you buck Liv, it wasn't because they were in the mall and Liv was yelling for security or was running for her life. It was because the kids was right there. If the kids wasn't right there, Antonisha's sister would have looked if you buck. Point blank, period. So that alone has made Liv very afraid. She's scary. She's scary. As we can all see, she's scary. You can't constantly throw rocks and not expect for the rock to eventually come back and hit your glass house. You can't do that. And you can't be afraid of when that rock get thrown back at your glass house that's going to break all the windows. No, you just got to know how to rebuild it. Or get glass, make your glass a glass house where rocks can't. It's rock proof. Okay? Instead of living like we bulletproof, we bang, 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 bang. We load it clock and then we poo. We load it clock and then we poo. Speaking of, like we just said, Raheem Devon and Flourishing just came through with a nice concert. I watched that concert from ticket to the Talking Horn. They had me a good old front row seat on TikTok right here in my bed, baby. Yes, I did. There is so much things to do here. So that's the reason why I feel like she don't want to live in Texas. Yeah, I've been having a fever lately. Yesterday, I had to basically stay shut in the bed. To make sure it didn't turn into something worse like a flu. And I'm feeling better. But the reason why I said that is it's going to be times when I may, wait a minute, hold on. I got a text from my inner circle. Let me okay. But what was I saying? I feel like that's the reason why Liv wants to leave Texas. And it doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, even if she so-called leave Texas, she's gonna come back. She's gonna come back. But I feel like she feels like if she keep befriending and best friending Robin, it's gonna get to a point to where Robin can choose who she wants to live with. And if she moves to like a fun place, Robin is going to choose to be with her. Christian and Ryan, I don't think they will actually go, but she would get Robin back. Maybe. There's a part of me that feel like even if Robin do decide to go to her mom, she's gonna eventually want to go back and be with her dad. For the simple fact, when Robin was telling her that she plays football, Robin, I saw the little clip of Robin, and she's a quarterback. Baby, the way the women's sports is going off the chain, it would not surprise me if we have a sister and brother quarterback duo in the future and they last name begin with the W. Okay? And I'm going to be very supportive. And I'm going to act like I knew them since, which I knew them through YouTube, but I'm going to act like I knew them personally. I'm just playing, y'all. But it wouldn't surprise me if we have a duo sister and brother quarterback combo in the future. Like it just wouldn't. It wouldn't. The girl was good. She's good. And then you got Christian that's good too. Good. And you're missing out on these moments. And with that being said, so Christian had his graduation recently, about to be summertime. So they live up. They're going to the next grade. So they're having graduations. And it just so happens that now I saw Christians. I'm sure Robin and Ryan's will be happening as well. And instead of going to Christian graduation, apparently Liv was on live talking about my jazz life. For the how many times? How many times we're gonna talk about jazz? Child. And Jasmine, if you watch this, baby, now I guess you used to watch me, or you came across one of my videos, or you didn't like a comment that I said. But Jasmine, when I say your page could turn around, your page could turn around. But you just keep doing stupid stuff. And one of the stupid things that you keep doing is allowing yourself to get pulled back from somebody, like you said, that dropped out of school to 8th grade, but you got a college degree. Like, why would you allow someone to pull you back into their level or make you even throw shots at them? Baby, my shot back at her, since she wanted to talk about my news, if I was you, and she wanted to talk about my townhouse, my 3-level townhouse, and how it has stairs, I would have played that Cardi B song that you've been playing lately on your vlog and just walk up and down my stairs. And that would have been it. That would have been it. Or I would have played one of Zolo's songs and mixed it in with Cardi B's song. And that would have been it. I would have showed myself getting me and my girls' nails done. Even if it's at the house, us pampering ourselves, having a girl pamper day. I would have showed myself taking my 2 boys in my new Buick to go get their hair cut. I would have showed myself taking all my 5 kids out to eat, even if it was at IHOP. And I would have let that be that. I would have let that be that. I wouldn't have thrown. I would have let that be that. Yeah, yeah. Because baby, you throwing more slugs out there harder than Zolo. So just if you come across this video, Jasmine, just stop. Like you say, you're gonna stop talking about it, but you keep talking about it. Stop and hit a different. You can hit harder with movement, silence, and movement than you can ever do with the power of your tongue. Let me say that again. You can hit back at someone so much harder with prayer as well, but with silence and movement that you can ever do with the power of your tongue. But anyway, with that being said, that's just a gem for Jazz. Child, I had to unsubscribe to her because I started noticing that when I was coming on your page, Jazz, it won't popped up. I said, See, what you did was you blocked my comments, but you wanted to keep my me as no, See, that's how you probably lose subscribers too. People that you don't like, you and your mods, y'all hide their comments and stuff like that, but then you want to keep their subscriber count. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And also allow the reactors to bring the subscribers to your page. Allow them to. Allow it. Allow it to. Maybe if I was you and I didn't have nothing to do, sometimes I would go into like I love Planet Mimi. Planet Mimi is so funny, but she's real at the same time. And I know being criticized can be a hard thing, even constructive criticism. They try to say it's constructive criticism. But baby, take it like a grain of salt. If it gets too much, click off. You don't think people talk about me, especially with this? Child, please. Ain't nothing nobody can say or do on Obama's internet since we talk about Lil. They can hurt my feelings. Nothing. Nothing. But there's so much. The reason why people get to you so much, Jazz, is for one, you like the drama. For two is easy to trigger you. It's so easy to trigger you. So easy for somebody to trigger you. And then to allow somebody that dropped out of school at the 8th grade and you got your degree is diabolical to me. But with that being said, y'all, we're gonna get into the reason why Liv didn't go to her son's graduation. Let me go ahead and pull up the video, and we're just gonna listen to what she got to say. Planet Mimi, speaking of her, yesterday was her birthday. She just went live just now. So they're out there. I'm done with this. But yeah, so let's go ahead and share. To herself again. saw the background, doxing herself. Doxing herself again. Again. Kind of dox herself again. Let me see. It's freezing up real bad. It's freezing up pretty bad. Yeah. It's freezing up pretty bad, y'all. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and end this live. Let this storm go ahead and come through and do what it do. And we'll just come back on again tonight. Again, head over to Planet Me. It's her birthday week. Her birthday week yesterday. So happy birthday to Planet Me. And head over there and take the rest of these braids out. And I'll just come back on live later once the storm passed through. And I know that the internet and everything is going to be working. Okay. I can't stand these 5G towers they don't put over in my. Since they put like that, love, peace, and soul, and hair grease. Remember to treat people with kindness. Bye.